Lads, it's time for some more Cosmonarchy, and we have the privilege of casting a NICOLAS game, as well as a Newt game. NICOLAS versus Newt TVT Acid Test. This is from Weekend Wage number 6, that was played on the 9th of November 2025, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this match plays out, because NICOLAS defeated Sausage. Wasn't necessarily... I wasn't expecting that outcome per se, but if somebody told me that, I would have thought it would have been a longer game. Instead, NICOLAS just had this Vulture Goliath rundown build and absolutely lambasted Sausage with it. Looked kind of good, but I really don't know how much the Goliath added to it. You know what I mean? Like, was it just there to like have everybody focus on the Goliath, and then Sausage, didn't have enough firepower for the Vultures? I don't know. I'm honestly not sure. It might have just been like a timing, and the Goliath is like ignore the Goliath. It's a red herring. Really, the problem for the Protoss there is that the Terran just had a lot of units. I couldn't tell you, but the Goliath seems emblematic, talismanic, and I'm very glad that NICOLAS had that. It was very cool. So Newt is going to be, maybe going to be on the receiving end of that same push out, if that's something that NICOLAS believes in doing, versus Terran. Going for the 2-Fulk opener, so it looks pretty similar. Newt, though, is going to be going for... Well, I guess he's probably building up to a second Fulcrum as well. Yeah, it looks like he's just going to make it with the same Mason that made the first boat. So a little bit slower, but a little bit more economic, perhaps. Or, just personal preference, and it may not make too much of a difference. Going to be only harvesting minerals from now on, so we won't be seeing a Goliath come out there. Whereas NICOLAS is still harvesting gas with 1 Mason. So that is going to lead to Goliath Vespene. You can get... you have your 50 Vespene now, and so he can make a Goliath if he wants to. Newt is going to be able to successfully kill the Mason. The Vulture from NICOLAS not able to move across the map for it. And we'll see what he wants to do going forward with the second Fulcrum. Just make more Vultures for now. Stack up the Vespene for something else. Maybe a Star Pad. Could definitely go for drops here. That's something that Newt definitely likes. Guys, while we wait for these build orders to tell us a little bit more about what our players are intending, as Newt is making a Watchdog. Oh, okay, it's over here to lift off as a scout. That makes sense. I do want to point out that we are still looking for fan donations, so if you guys want to support the project's general development, you go to our coffee page, ko-fi.com/PronoGoandVeek7, link in the description. You can also go for a donation directly to the Streamlabs link in the description, which is for tournament ongoings and stuff like that. Now, donations have been made to Newt's side of the aisle, where Vultures have been given up. He's only going to be able to pick off a single Vulture for all of his troubles. Almost got that other one, unfortunately, not quite. And he's gone for a Lodestone, which I presume is going to be something that he adds in as a choice. I'm not so sure that it's going to work out too well, but I guess it could be good anti-drop, right? Like, the Star Pad is being made. No Ministry on the way for either player. And NICOLAS has started up a Goliath. He's starting to add some Cyclops. If you put Cyclops in this Lodestone, my god, man. I mean, you are asking for friendly splash damage onto your mineral line, but maybe he'll do it. Maybe it'll be fine. His own Star Pad is on the way. The Goliath will try to take care of the Watchdog. Should be good enough at it. Nice. Only a little bit of friendly splash damage from the Cyclops. Only a little bit. So it will be a 4 Cyclops drop from that position. And the Lodestone is empty right now. What does he plan to garrison it with? He could just put Vultures there after laying mines. He's got his Goliath off to the side, a Watchdog by the edge. So I actually think he's well insulated in theory. Making a Wraith, interesting choice. Will the Watchdog finish in time for the Trojan? Oh, actually, it's not going to. Or is it? Whoa, it's so tight. It actually is. And look at that. Newt turns away at just the perfect time, but the Goliath is there. Watchdog gonna go ahead and move. Goliaths take a while to die to Cyclops, but they will eventually die. Out comes the Wraith. Oh, into the Lodestone. I actually really like that move. Starting to deal with all those poor pesky Cyclops, and the friendly splash is enough to deal with the Trojan as well, so nice. Not a single worker lost, and he kept the Goliath alive. Really good quick thinking there. Maybe that's what the Lodestone's for. Increase the weapon range of your Goliath so that it can help you defend. Now we are going to get that Ministry up much faster for Newt. Going to be ahead in the macro department, although he does have less workers right this moment. He cut workers to afford all that stuff, it looks like. Ministry coming down for NICOLAS. Yeah, I guess in theory, The worker catch-up here will still be there for Newt, but it will just be, like, even, basically. It's not going to be particularly off on a great foot. NICOLAS is being a little bit laissez-faire with his watchdog. He could have scouted out that the Palladium is on the way and that an ant seal just popped out, but there's a lot of vultures from him, as well as the one Cyclops and the one Wraith. So let's see how that goes. Ant seal not really able to be dealt with by a single Wraith. That would be tall order. And a vulture comes in here to trip a mine and will be dealt with very quickly as a result of that. No interruptions on that on-location ministry. Pseudo-contain being set up here by NICOLAS. Interesting. The Wraiths kind of... their proximity cloak should indicate to NICOLAS that there's a mine here. So we'll see if he wants to slowly pop that. There is a watchdog inside the mineral line, so the Wraiths can't get too much done. They pull away pretty quickly there. Anseal from NICOLAS is able to help reveal these mines, so that's good. Very good. One Wraith goes down. It looks like the other one died to a watchdog earlier. Anseal's already drained of shielding here for Newt. The anchor is not long for this world. Down goes the Anseal shields for NICOLAS, but he's still got a critical mass of vultures, it feels like, and so much good damage there. The Goliath popping off. A Phalanx has arrived. Will Newt actually be able to hold on? I think the answer is yes after that Phalanx shot comes down. We've got 4 more vultures. They clear everything there is to clear besides the Phalanxes, but, I mean, he's got tank mode Phalanxes. You're not going to kill those with vultures. Good luck, buddy. Yeah, you'll be fine. It's just vultures now. The Anseal will retreat. And it looks like we need to get something else coming for Sir NICOLAS. But he has set up his expansion, and he is up by 2 workers, and so that feels pretty good for him. Giving Newt a run for his money on that department. Yeah, I like to see that. All right. I feel like that attack could have done a little bit better had he jumped on the Phalanx immediately with all of his units, or maybe his reinforcements hit like slightly faster, but it was pretty good to, it was pretty close to like as good as it could have really been there for him. Maybe the Wraiths could have been able to be more useful. Nice mine hit there. He's going to pick those 2 vultures. Not much that he can do about it. He even cycles back before he gets shellacked by Phalanx, so nice pullback there from NICOLAS. He's on point. He's on point. Because there's Anseals on both sides, it feels really difficult for the mines to get too much activated here. The Phalanx creep is real. Now he's going to try to dive on him. He does have some mines here if he wants to try to lay any. But they all those vultures going down, and a Goliath from Newt. Love to see that. It kind of shuts down the perpetual Anseal hover. And there's a big evacuation of the Masons and the Ministry, as there are no entrenched positions here for NICOLAS to benefit from. He's going to deploy his own Phalanx, and he'll have to... He's really going to have to work to try to deal with this position. Oh, big self-stun. It's okay. There's nothing here to run him down. No, NICOLAS. You're Wraith. All right, he's fine. He's safe. He's got the 5 folk, but remember, he's not mining from his natural right now. That's a big economic loss for him in the moment. I do like the idea of moving Masons over to put the Phalanx shots on cooldown. That's obviously a Brood Warism, but something that still very much works properly here. Newt setting up some mines at the likely 3rd bases. 2 o'clock and 11 o'clock. Ah, down goes the Wraith. Hardly seems fair. He's trying to heckle it with Wraiths, but the Goliath really helps with that, and 2 more just rocked up. Oh, there you go. He's got to get his Anseal scrambled over their stat. He's losing a lot of HP on those Phalanxes, but he's found the right spot. He's found the right spot, for sure. Trying to hover over here a little bit more. Acid Test is a fun map there. It's a port of Litmus from the most recent ASL season, as of the time of recording this. Down go the Goliaths. Only 1 remains. Reinforcements coming up here to establish a contain. Newt's just going to try to out-eco him, right? He shut it down as natural for a while. Taking a third base on location at the 4 o'clock. Only gets one shot off there. The bust is coming in from NICOLAS. The Anseal's shielding quite a bit. Kind of has a lot of these mech units boxed in here, but his ring of phalanx is not as pristinely positioned as maybe it could be. And now he's going to need to bust again a bit slower. He's got a Trojan here to try to break out with some drop action. Newt has a Trojan of his own. I don't know if he plans to, like, pick up these phalanxes and try to bait out the shots or something. I think it is technically possible. A sieged phalanx is flying over a mine right now, but whether Newt noticed it or not, we're not sure. There's a Goliath watching this base. Dude, Newt's really got everything taken care of, it feels like, you know? Like, if you fly past the Goliath... Yeah, okay, maybe this is an opening here, but the Masons are already evacuating. Reinforcements are here, ready to go. Okay, he gets the unload off at the very least. Over here, there's units coming at the rally and getting bopped by the containment. He gets the watchdog at least. And look at this. Oh my god, we missed it, but a humongous amount of splattering. 30 kills on this phalanx. Holy moly. Good god. All right, I think we see the writing on the wall. NICOLAS down by 40 workers and 2 bases. This is not going to work out for him. He's just been flatlined economically and now militarily. Good God, that must have felt satisfying for Newt. That, you know, that must have really tickled his pickle, you know what I mean? Holy guacamole. Poor NICOLAS. He's been contained for what feels like half the game now. And he's going to try to bust out by any means necessary. But the line of phalanxes is so deep. And he is not going to break this. He will not break this. No GG. No need. NICOLAS has been defeated. Unbelievable. Unbelievable scenes here, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was a brutal containment. That was absolutely devastating. Hope you guys enjoyed that match of Cosmonarchy. TVT is an interesting beast, and we have 30 workers going down. My god. I can't just know that that happened and not see how it happened. So let's get that instant replay going, thanks to movie magic. Okay, first 2 shots. Not honestly that bad, but... Oh, baby. Yeah, baby. That's some dead workers, man. Good God. And he gets one more at the way. Perfect. All right, guys. I hope that you appreciate just how absolutely bamboozled NICOLAS was by that phalanx. And GG's, boys. We'll be back again for more videos soon. Oh, what a massacre.